everybody, and welcome to my Unruly Housewife channel. Today I am going to show you a new toy which arrived in the post yesterday, and it is this, and it's a lino cutter. It's got 5 lino cutters in a handle, or as it says on the back in German, 5 verschneiden Leinelschneider mit Handgriff. So I presume this is the handgriff. It's the different blades come in and out like this. You just loosen it, put a different blade in, tighten it up again, just through that bit there. But I'm using this blade today because this is the one I've been practicing with. I literally have had this like 24 hours, so I'm not giving you a tutorial. We'll just have a quick look at it together and see how it works. It's not a sponsored video. The maker is SD. There you go. It cost me £5, which is about $6.25. And to be honest, I think if I was doing lino cutting with it, I might think it wasn't very strong. But since I'm cutting polymer clay, it seems to be fine. Now, the idea that I got for this came from this book, which I've reviewed before, How to Make Polymer Clay Beads by Carol Blackburn. And in one section, she says to decorate the beads with divots. Whoops. Cut from polymer clay with a lino cutter. I don't know if you can see that there. And I thought that was a good idea, but I also thought that it would be a good idea to see what happens to the rest, the bits that the piece that the divots are cut out of. So I've been experimenting, and I'll show you what I've made so far. I've made this and this and this. They're all flat. And they all have that look to them. It also looks like flames, doesn't it? This little one here, which looks a bit kind of wood grainish. Whoops, always drop something. This one is interesting because it's dimensional. I haven't flattened this one. I've just left it with the cuts out of it. And I also made one today, which is this one, but this one's not fired yet. It looks a bit dusty actually. I don't know what I've been doing with it. So I made that with more natural kind of colours because not everyone likes leery colours the way I do. But for this demonstration I am using some quite bright colours because we want to see what's going on. Now this is just some scrap clay made out of my practice attempts, which I'm going to use to make a back later on. These layers here, I've got purple, white, pink and purple again, and they're all very thin layers. I think they're like number 4 or something. But they're very thin layers, and then I put the whole lot together through on number 1. So I spared you the boredom of watching that. And we're just, let me see. I think I'm going to risk cutting this in half because it'll give us more to play with. I honestly couldn't tell you if this is going to work very well or not. In fact, if I was going to guess, I'd say not. But let's persevere. Okay, so we'll take out the divots, and I think what I'll do is try and get this nice kind of flame effect that I got on these ones here, where I kind of go in one direction. So it really is important not to push too hard. You just want to scoop the cuts out, if you can see that. Even that's a little bit hard. It's really hard not to tip the blade too much. Oh, okay, well that wasn't tipped enough. And just by doing this, you see, and look, the divots themselves are very decorative, and I'm going to keep those because we're going to use those in a minute. So going a little bit harder. Trouble is, once you've done one, it's a bit hard to go over the top again. It doesn't work very well. I'll just try and make give a bit of character to these. I mean, I'm showing you this because I think if you get one, they're so cheap, you'll probably get one and you'll really enjoy it and you can play with it. I'm not trying to be the definitive, you know, show you the definitive method for how to use this because I haven't worked it out myself yet. Okay, so I've cut out a load of divots there. And now what I'm going to do is I can either put them back on or I can use them on a completely different project. So I tell you what, let's do that. Let's do this piece and roll it out and keep it kind of slightly dimensional. And then the other piece we'll do with the divots. Now I don't think there's enough decoration on there for my heart, so I'm going to try again. Take some more out. I'm I'm avoiding the pasta machine, but let's do it. Put that through on number 3, and actually that looks quite nice. Okay, then I will get my heart and put it on there. I'm probably hurrying. Ugh, I am hurrying too much. Who can guess why I'm hurrying too much? Yes, I should have put it on the backing first. There you go. So there's my heart. And look, it has got quite a sweet pattern on it, I think. This was on 0 on the pasta machine, so I can now put this on here, and I'm just gently going to make an outline so I can see where the heart goes. And now I'm going to put all my divots on it, in sort of giving a mind to where the heart shape is. And let's see if we can make something really weird and amazing. See, I'm not particularly into making beads, but that Carol Blackburn book has got so many ideas in it. It doesn't have to be about making beads. If you've got a raggedy bit of a divot, you could leave it off the edge of where you think your heart's going to go, or your pattern. I'm using hearts today because today is Valentine's Day 2017. If you're watching this in the future, that's what's going on. So I'm going to put my divots on there. Sorry I keep saying that word. It's my word of the week. There you go. All my little bits and pieces, shall we call them. Now, let me roll. I'll show you what they look like at the moment. They look like this. Now, shall we roll them out until they're flat? And then I think I will put my heart on some backing, some more backing, because that's gone quite thin now. Now I lay my heart over there. Give it another roll. Make sure it's nice and flat. Now obviously you'll be able to practice. This is a whole new thing for me, so. But I thought, hey, we could explore it together. Oh, this is really quite chunky now. And there it is. So they're the 2 different hearts that I got from that. Now we're back again. I got called away for a moment. Sorry about that. And I've got an entirely different stack here now. It's got several layers of pink and white and purple, and I'm going to try. When I did one of these, I said I was going to do a dimensional one, and I never did I? So I'm going to do that on this, and I'm just going to cut up. I'm going to try and maybe do that in and out sort of wood grainy effect as well. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's really quite a versatile tool, you know, when you come to use it properly. I hope you can see that. And I like what that's doing. I'm just sort of scooping as I go here. And I'm going to try and scoop in between as well. It's tricky. I mean, it is tricky, but it's also fun. Put this through at a bit of a thinner setting because it was a bit mad last time. At number 3, and I'm going to mount this on it before I use the cutter. And I just want to see what I can do about this, because I like the idea of leaving it quite dimensional, but I don't know if it's going to work. Okay, now I'm going to try and roll it, and I'll just roll very gently, because I'm not going to make this one flat, remember. I'm going to leave some sort of dimension to it. So just gently. There. Now, where's my little heart cutter? Look. Okay, so that's a much more complicated look there. I like that. As an experiment, that's come out rather nicely. And last but not least, I think we're going to put these little leftovers from that onto a new backing. See, I'm avoiding the word divots. Oh. Okay, so here's our final piece. I'm going to pretend that I can't see that there's rubbish on the back of that. And here we go with these. And let's put them on. Let's be really creative and mad with them, because what have we got to lose? Right, okay, I've had a go at making a pattern there. Now I'm going to roll those out just a little to fix them on and to make them look like part of it. Oh, interesting. I've kind of not flattened them in completely. I don't know if that's good or bad. What I want people to do is to have a go at this and make up their own ideas. Make up their own mind how they feel about things. Okay. I'm not sure I like that at the bottom, but that's what I've made. Anyway, those are some of the ones that we've made this afternoon, and I just think, not that these are the greatest things you've ever seen in your life, but that there's so much potential here for having fun and for coming up with better things than mine. Hello Gizmo. Gizmo just jumped on the windowsill behind me there. So anyway, this is what it is. It's a lino cutter. It's something you can really play around with clay. There's still a little bit of 3D left to that, which is nice. And yeah, I will give these a bit of a bake, and I'll put a picture of them on my Instagram account and on the Unruly Housewife account on Facebook, so you can check later on and see where they are. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this has inspired you. I hope it hasn't put you off, because as I said, I haven't really been doing it that long myself, but I have given it a go. And you know what? Thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe. That would be a brilliant thing to do. And click the little bell icon as well while you're at it, and then it will notify you. YouTube will notify you when I update. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Bye.